you. Did you dream last night? Are you struggling to remember what you dreamt about or what it actually means?
Yeah, sometimes it comes to you in pieces. Or like
Right.
it was something about a person, this person, Aunt
Yeah.
Edna was in there. And you're always wondering what's the meaning, what's the purpose of dreaming? Well, joining us this morning to try and get to the bottom of it all is Dr. Greg Mayer, a Henry Ford Health psychiatrist who works with the sleep research program there. And first off, Doc, I'm just fascinated by dreams and what they mean. What kind of wisdom can we acquire from those dreams? And I guess, can you increase the odds of remembering them?
I think you definitely can get wisdom from your dreams. I think you're being offered a gift from the deeper parts of your mind with important information. When people, it's very common to forget dreams. About the half of people don't remember dreams at all. But if you pay attention to your dreams and try to remember them, like record them or write them down, and you begin that as a practice, people typically start remembering dreams more very quickly. Like we have a group for discussing dreams, and people sometimes come the first time saying, "Oh, I don't remember dreams at all," but then, by the time they come the second time, they've remembered dreams. So some of it's a matter of training and practicing.
Interesting.
And so what about recurring dreams? Sometimes you have this recurring image or person. Does that mean something in actuality, in real life?
I think when a dream keeps coming back, it's like your mind is saying, like, pay attention, you haven't gotten it yet, kind of thing. It's not a recurring dream. Sometimes also occur after traumas and in relation to traumatic events, and they're a way of processing those emotions, and that sometimes takes time also.
I know, well, at least I've heard this. I don't know if this is accurate, that I think Freud said you know everyone in your dreams, whether you recognize them or not, when you break them down. So I don't know if that's actually correct. But doctor, can dreams be indicative of psychological or emotional states? And how can you use that maybe in self-reflection?
I think dreams depict our psychological states. They show them in a symbolic language, and that language isn't always easy to understand, but it's a language of images rather than words. So I think dreams definitely show what's going on inside, including parts of ourselves that we're not aware of. You mentioned about everyone in your dreams, and I certainly see lots of strangers in my dreams. But
Me too.
Like, I don't remember that person.
Yeah, but if you think of them as internal figures, maybe they're parts of you that you haven't met yet. That might explain some of those strangers too.
So you work with sleep research. Is this something that the average person can come to and learn more about their dreams, or if they're having troubling dreams that scare them, what medically can be done?
There are techniques for, like, treating nightmares in psychotherapy. There are sometimes medications that help. But it is something you can come to a deeper understanding of yourself by thinking about and kind of pondering about and trying to understand and make connections. A therapist can certainly help with that, but I don't want to. I think dreams are messages to us that a therapist can help interpret, but I don't think we have to wait for that. I think it's good to try to understand dreams ourselves.
Well, Dr. Mayer, I could ask a million questions about this. I mean, I'm not kidding. Well, and then one of them I would hate myself if I didn't ask. Okay, is it explainable how you're having an intense dream, it's interrupted when you wake up, and yet you're like, oh, I was having a dream. You go back to sleep and you pick right up where you were. How is that even possible?
I think the brain mechanisms that regulate being awake are kind of separate from the dream process. So sometimes you do wake up. It's not very common, but sometimes you do wake up and those alerting parts of the brain stir themselves, but the other parts are still going. So you're kind of in a dreamlike state, even though
Yes.
you're awake. And then you go back right to the dream. It's like a mini version of, some people have lucid dreams when they're actually awake during the dream. So that's kind of a mini version of that.
Huh. So you're not really in that deep, deep sleep.
Yeah, but then you can, as long as you don't get yourself too awake. If that's not going to happen if you check your phone and look at your emails and all that kind of thing.
It's gone.
Now it's gone.
Yeah, but if
Dr.
you
Marr, I had a quick
stay in
question.
that-
Just not a recurring dream for me, but I often, in various different types of dreams, can't scream when I need to. Is that a sign of anything?
Yeah, she's asking for a friend.
No, that's one thing that happens in dream sleep, in REM sleep, is that we're actually physically paralyzed. That's just the way the brain is wired. So when you wake up in a bad dream, but you're still in that state where your motor system is unplugged, you can't move, you can't scream. So that's a common nightmare experience when you're waking up suddenly and you actually physically can't move. And sometimes that's experienced as part of the dream.
Huh.
Fascinating.
Very fascinating.
Well,
Thank you so much
yeah.
for joining us this morning. Great insight.
They asked us to wrap minutes ago, Doctor, but like I said, we could talk to you all morning. So thank you very much. We appreciate your time this morning.
Thank you.
Yeah, Dr. I think it's Mayer. Hopefully I was saying his name correctly,
Yeah,
but
fascinating.
you touched on it too. I want to know, like, when you have a deep, intense dream, does that mean I'm getting better sleep?
Right. Is that a deeper to sleep?
Because sometimes it feels like you slept really well when you have such a big dream.
And then some nights you don't have dreams at all.
I know.
Or you can't remember them.
Or you go stretches with that. What does that mean?
Yeah. So many questions. Let's